Right, so we are going to start this again. Third time lucky. I have literally just been sat here waffling to this camera for the last 3 to 5 minutes without the audio receiver for the DJI mic turned on. So I'm going to start this again. So the reason why we're having, and I say third time lucky, I changed the autofocus settings on the camera. Completely forgot about it. For those of you that know or don't know, I do a podcast with the Custom Culture Blast Off show every single month. We're now second season in. We've been so lucky to have special guests on, artisans from pinstripers, airbrush artists, tattooists. Anyway, I changed the autofocus because we were having an issue where it was trying to focus on things on the table, and I didn't realise I hadn't changed it back. So in the car heading down to the Early Hookup, I got my son to turn the camera on and film whilst I start talking, whilst we're travelling down. I wanted to do this like day in the lifestyle like vlog, like showing the things we do for Subculture, for the Subculture YouTube channel and for the platform that, as you guys know from the last episode, is on its way. So looked at it all and it was like completely out of focus, not usable, especially the piece in the car. So this piece I'm doing right now is before the piece you're next gonna see. I'm out of focus, but I wanted it where you could see in the background, like not knowing that obviously I would be the one out of focus. And it's ended up kind of being like what I think is like a cool concept, that I'm out of focus, but you can see like people in the background, you can see some bikes, and it gives you that feel of where we were at the hookup, or at the early hookup. Because those that know that when I uploaded the artwork for the early hookup, I got mixed up and put up the actual full show in August and not the day show that's just happened today on the 9th of May. Because I'm starting to learn like the life of a YouTuber, that like some of this stuff happens like the night before, and you're up at like 11 o'clock, sat in the shed still filming. Well, it's actually 10:45 right now, or rectifying things that you've kind of fucked up on. It became a weird accident that's become this really cool thing in the second piece. And I really took like a lot from what my son told me. Like, he said to me, like, I love the way you do your videos. Like, you do them differently to people. And like it like, I'll be honest, I got a bit choked up about it, because like obviously, you want your kids to be proud of like what you're doing, and it was so nice for him to say to me like, I like the way you do it. So I figured that this accident of the things being out of focus in some of the clips, I think is really cool. And obviously you're gonna see this stuff, and we're gonna roll them bits. So let's stop waffling. Check out the next piece, and we'll get back to you. Right, yeah. So obviously, like we said earlier in the car, we're heading down to where the early hookup. So like obviously going back to we did the first vlog, and obviously thanks again for everyone that did drop a comment and watched it all the way through. I think the purpose of this was just to really just capture kind of like what I've got going on, and what we've been doing. Yeah, obviously like touching on everything else, we got obviously the build still going on, trying to get someone to sort out, maybe building the engine. I think with everything else I got going on between podcasts and video content for YouTube and dealing with things for the platform, there's a lot of things going on. But I think what's really cool is we're able to come out here, meet people, see people we know and friends and all that stuff. All right, bud, how we doing?
All right.
Good, man. Yeah, good. Oh, full hands. Awesome. Yeah, so obviously, like we're having a chat there, and that's obviously Jason from last week of July. If you guys haven't heard of last week of July, head over to their YouTube channel after you watch this. Bunch of awesome dudes from Yorkshire just meet up 1 week of July, the last week obviously, usually, and they just go on a mad road trip. Yeah, it's awesome. Obviously, I've been doing a lot of work with Lloyd. Again, Lloyd's massively involved with the last week of July. He's got a few bikes that he's built here at the Early Hookup. He's obviously got the bike in transit heading over to Born Free in California, which I've been really lucky to document a lot of that build, which has been awesome. This is just cool. We're right in the middle of it all here, and we'll just carry on. So let's get back into it. As you've just probably seen there, I've just spilled coffee down in front of me. But I really want to keep this stuff real. I don't want to polish it up too much. I think that going back to obviously what Tom Ford said, it's the vlog comes like a diary, like a for me it's like it's becoming a bit of a learning lesson. And it's weird because it kind of feels like this is the first time I've picked up a camera, and it obviously isn't. You saw on a previous episode that there's loads of content, but this is like the second time that I've picked up a camera and really sat down and really spoke to you guys. Normally I have a guest, or normally I have a bike that I'm filming, or a tattoo, or or I'm capturing someone else's story. Whereas this content is really about me trying to capture my story and trying to keep it as real as I can. Obviously I want to try and edit a few little bits, tidy up a few little bits, but this second episode's become almost a bit more raw and a bit more real. And you've just obviously seen like the accidental fuck up with the autofocus, but let me know in the comments what you think to that, because I think it's pretty cool. Like I said earlier, I'm not trying to reinvent the wheel. What I said on the first episode and all this stuff, like I'm just trying to find my way, and to listen to my teenage son to say I think this is cool. You got to take that on board. Do you know what I mean? It's like you try to say like they're the cool kids. The dads like we're our we've kind of been there, done it, so to speak. Like I said in the previous clips, when I was sat at the Early Hookup, last week was a great day, was really good. And, I touched on obviously being able to go and film a podcast with Bob from the machine shop, and then Guy. And I obviously was, when we interviewed Guy and obviously dropped the microphone, came off the clip on his pocket on his front and dropped into his cup. And obviously, I've already been able to listen to that, and I might put that piece in here.
Emotional state.
Like,
oh shit.
And it comes out. But it really has. It's really been incredible. We've had ups and downs, obviously, with the platform, with the coding side of things. It's not easy. I'm not going to pretend and say to you that it's been easy. I'm not going to keep going on about it, because I kind of felt that I've been doing that a lot. I think it's hard to maintain balance. I think being honest enough with all of you guys and girls that are listening and tuning in and following my journey. But I think there's a difference between being honest and obviously updating you guys and then kind of repeating the same story. And unfortunately, all that coding stuff is out of my hands. I'm not in control of it. But I am really trying to focus on what I am in control of. And I've really been working on my head. I've been learning a lot about myself. Trying to and I say learning a lot about myself, just trying to take accountability for the thought process in my head. Like, me doing this vlog, I'm fairly sure I said I was going to aim to do them every 2 weeks, and I am, because that is something that I'm going to stick to. It's going to be, the vlogs are going to happen every 2 weeks. I don't feel that I'm necessarily doing enough to really warrant a vlog every week. I mean, I'm busy every week, a lot of travelled down to Hinckley, machine shop, travelled down to the Early Hookup. A couple of weeks, all being well, we'll be at the bike shed show, filming content, making sure that the autofocus is set correctly. I would love to interview bike builders at the shows. Kind of realised today why that doesn't appear to be captured that much on YouTube. I'm not saying it hasn't, but I realised today why I think that a lot of very successful YouTubers aren't really capturing interviews at a show. It's so fucking chaotic. It really is. Obviously, we was at the Early Hookup. An incredible event, and it was heaving. It was so cool to get in and get involved, right into where they were doing. Obviously, the kicker challenge, the kickstart challenge. First time I've actually been right in the middle of one, trying to capture the content, get into it to try and capture better angles. So, This is literally what I mean, right? This is now the 4th time. I was just filming, battery went dead. Literally, battery went dead. Luckily, I have a dummy battery that I use, which is I plug into the mains, and I'm able to obviously do all the podcasts and everything, because like, some of these podcasts that we do can go 2+ hours. I just had to run upstairs and get it. It's like I say, about 11:30 now at night. I'm gonna stop waffling. This is what I mean. This is like what I was saying earlier. Like, I need to learn to be more effective. So I'm gonna leave it there. Thank you for sticking around. Please drop comment. Let me know where I'm going. Or not so much going wrong. What you think I can improve on. Give us a follow. Give us a subscribe. All that stuff. The content's coming. It's gonna be awesome. Thank you all very much. Like I said, I'll catch you all in 2 weeks. Peace out.